A DPO in Kano State has allegedly been killed by angry youths because he tortured 2 youths to death. 2 youths that was in their custody, they tortured them to death, and the youths got angry. They gathered this man and they killed him. Now, what are we going to call this? Good news, sad news, or a tragedy? Is it right for these youths to go and kill this man because of what happened? Absolutely not. It is wrong in every aspect. Is it also wrong for the police to torture 2 people? And these people have parents, they have brothers, they have sisters. You torture 2 of them to death. Over what, for crying out loud? What was their crime? I thought torturing in Nigeria is no longer a thing. Why are you torturing them? If you caught them in the act, that means they are already criminals. The least you can do is take them to court and convict these criminals. Why are you torturing them to death? You torture them to the point that they lost their lives. Now look at the results. The youth got angry and they did their own. This is bad news. However you look at it, the policeman has family. Those 2 children that were tortured to death, they also have family. This is not good at all.
Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Inna lillahi wa inna.
Heavy protests erupt Kano State following the death of the DPO in Kano State after killing 2 detainees in their detention. My people, since this particular protest has erupted after killing of 2 people that were in detention in Nigerian police custody, so the angry youth now protest. Unfortunately, they killed the DPO, like you guys have from the horse's mouth, from the lady. And this video you are watching is the video of the protest which happened 2 days ago in Kano State. And following these particular protests, over 27 people has been arrested and being kept in their custody at the moment because of they killed the DPO. The question is it necessary to kill the PO? Was it good? Like she said, there is no cause for alarm, and there again, they are not good. Both the youths that protested and killed the DPO, they are at fault, and the DPO is also at fault. Why would you kill someone in your detention? Why would you kill someone in your custody? For what reason? They all have families. If you think that they are guilty, charge them to court so that the court can jail them, and that should be the best way, rather than taking the laws into your hands. Nigerian police has turned to be killers of innocent Nigerian youth. Enough of police brutality. Enough of police brutality.
Ibrahim Traore, mon capitaine, for the win. So Donald Trump sent his missionary to Burkina Faso to ask for forgiveness and to restore the relationship between Burkina Faso and the United States of America after the false accusation that Michael Langley said about Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso. They saw how Vladimir Putin treated Ibrahim Traore with respect and dignity. They saw how people around the world, they were protesting in support of Ibrahim Traore. I told you, when you put yourself in certain standard, people surrounding you are going to treat you the same way. That's why we are saying Ibrahim Traore is the president of Africa. Ibrahim Traore is not your mate.
This is a good news. President Donald Trump sends an emissary to Ouagadougou, but Traore granted no audience. So, after all the gra-gra, President Donald Trump has now deemed it necessary to, partner with Burkina Faso. After all the things that this man said concerning this man, after threat to his life, after sending so many things so that for this man to be quiet, he's now looking for a way to do, let's say, partnership with Burkina Faso. So at the initiative of the President Donald Trump, U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for West Africa, Will Stevens, visited the Burkina capital on Tuesday, May 27. In the evening, he was received by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Regional Cooperation and Burkina abroad. The U.S. envoy said he came to reiterate the United States' commitment to rebuilding strong cooperation with Burkina Faso. He said, I come with a message from President Donald Trump, which is to work together to build a pragmatic relationship based on mutual respect and respect for each country's sovereignty. We can collaborate to work together to address challenges and improve our relations, he said after the meeting. With the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the aim was to employ various areas and opportunities for cooperation to strengthen relations between the two partners, with several prospects for cooperation, including strengthening trade relations and security cooperation. Mr. Karamako Jean Maria Traore welcomed the approach by the American president, who understood the need to send an envoy to the Fed to obtain first-hand information. However, the Burkina foreign minister also provided clarification on the vision and principles that now guide the Burkina state in its cooperation relations, asserting that the Burkina authorities are committed to building strategic partnerships that enable the building of a sovereign nation. As Burkina, as Sahelians, and as Africans, we want mutual respect for our sovereignty. Africa is a continent like any other, and Africans are human beings like any other. We want a change of perspective and interpretation for us to understand each other, to avoid frustrating rhetoric, and to build our relations on an egalitarian principle. The Burkina foreign minister suggested this to the American envoy. You see, after Trump said this,
Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso is becoming a traitor, and I can't sit back. I watch him unite Africa, because the unity of Africa will make our children to travel to Africa for greener pasture in the nearest future. Hiding in Russia won't save you. All that can save you is to listen to the demand of USA or France. No matter what, we will save Burkina Faso just like we saved Libya from Gaddafi and allow democracy. No African country should be ruled by military/African mineral resources belongs to us.
after the threat, after saying all these things, after the accusation, the Burkina Faso leader Ibrahim Traore is using the gold mining in his country to enrich himself, that is stealing from their own natural resources. You get the point? And even the threat from the American militaries saying all kinds of things against this man. We equally hear that the American military personnel is already in Kenya. He arrived yesterday. Who knows exactly why they are coming to Africa? You people are the ones saying Africans should go back to their country to develop their continent, this and that. They should leave. You're deporting Africans from your country. And now Africans want to develop their country. People are still looking for a way to eliminate Africans. Who has woken up to say enough is enough, leave our land. We want to mine our resources by ourselves. If you want to partner, you can do business, buy from us, but we want to refine our resources in our lands. Enough of taking our natural resources to your own country and then refining them, then bringing it back to us to buy from you, whereas the initial resources is ours. Are you guys getting something? So now Trump have now changed. He's now looking for a way to come back to Africa, because they know that they cannot do without Africans. Now here are some people's reaction towards this particular news. See what many people are saying in the comment sections, how people are now cautioning President Ibrahim Traore that he should be careful with all these Trump's missionaries being sent to Africa, because nothing good comes from all these Westerners. They all have bad intentions and bad minds. They have come in a rough way, they couldn't survive. They are not coming in a soft land as if they are coming to partner with Burkina Faso people. That they should be careful, because they killed Gaddafi. They've killed all Africans who are trying to liberate Africa. So now they are coming in a soft landing. You should not have mercy with them. It is better you call them off than trying to allow them to come in a through soft landing, because all their hearts are filled with evil. They don't want Africans to compete with them. They don't want Africans to rise. They don't want Africa to be a better place. They want us to keep begging from these people every time. Do you see what this man said in those videos? He doesn't want Americans to travel to Africa for greener pasture, but you prefer Africans coming to your country for a greener pasture. Hello, my lovers and viewers and lovers of good things. See what many people are saying regarding this. Look at this person's comments. This person, Graceful Grace, said, American, hold your peace and let Africa hold their peace. From Friday Simumba, Africa must be very careful with these Western gold diggers who come in the name of bilateral talks. Emmanuel Lati said, they are poisoning someone. That is a strategy. Let Ibrahim avoid them completely. Do you agree with that? Yes, me, myself, I agree with that. This man should avoid these people completely. Another person by Abdul Wahab Amana said, let them start by letting Langley denounce his allegations against Traore. Lami Sokoro said, The immigration should be instructed not to issue visas. Olumide Babtu Sonini Nanini said, America is no longer welcomed in Africa, period. Get out of our land and lives. Daniel Deng Madit Agua said, hidden agendas towards Burkina peoples. This is how terrorism and genocide start. Let Sahelian states and Africa stand up. And Joseph Richard also said, after they tried to end him several times with success, Dari Lyra said, if Donald Trump comes himself in person, then it will be reasonable for President Ibrahim Traore to meet him in person. Sending a team must also be met, likewise not to be made by Burkina Faso president. Equality must be paramount. I love this comment. You note that Burkina Faso president did not meet with a missionary that was sent by Donald Trump. Rather, another minister in Burkina Faso met with this particular team that came for this business partnership or whatever they call it, for maybe for, let's say, their bilateral partnership between the two countries, to have relationship in terms of any international trade they want to do. And this person from Nicholas Judah, he said, first they try to pay, then they murder you. When they can't, they come begging and lying no more. Osida Omondi Frederick, Ibrahim Traore could never let them in Ouagadougou. What is your point there? Because we hear that this particular team landed in the capital city of Burkina Faso. So now people are saying so many things. People are not happy that these people were welcomed in Burkina Faso. They would have not been welcomed in Burkina Faso. This is what people are insinuating. Many comments, many things. People are saying so many things. People are not happy that these people came to Burkina Faso to have a bilateral relationship with them after the several threats to this man's life, after accusation, after saying all kinds of salt against this man. They still want to come, to do business, the relationship with this man. Who does that? So that means America have discovered that Africans are very important, that they cannot do without us. Yes, they cannot do without Africans' natural resources. Without Africans, the white, the Westerners are nothing, because they have nothing. Nkonde Simon says security pass should be entertained at this point. Whenever security is mentioned by the US, it means something else. We all know by now examples are many. Sam Wills said Donald Trump should focus on the USA's high number of homeless and drug addicts in Philadelphia. I love what this guy said. Yeah. You should focus on ensuring that US is safe for its citizens, rather than looking for a way to have your relationship with people that say that doesn't want you in their country anymore. That you should vacate, take your ass, men damn ass out of Africa. You're still looking for a way to position yourself in Africa. It is not by force. We don't need you anymore. The same way you don't want Africans in your country, it's the same way Africans are saying that you should go. If you want a business relationship, good and fine. But trying to pose yourself, trying to take control of everything that concerns African countries, we don't need it anymore. We want to have the control of all African affairs by our people, not by foreigners like US, like France, like other countries that you think that you can come to any African countries, stage your militaries, and have control of everything that they have in their resources. We don't need that anymore. And then again, the last person on our list is Uwen Chilingulo. Uwen Chilingulo said, it proved these idiots cannot do without us, even though they pretend to be superior. Oh my God. I think I'm in love with this guy comments, huh? What do you think about this? They think they are superior. Superior that does not have natural resources. Superior that are not enriched with different natural endowments. That is why they cannot do with Africa. That is why it seems that Emmanuel Macron of France keep on begging, saying we are friends with Africa, we are friends with Burkina Faso. Please don't make us sad. Please allow us to be in relationship with you, this and that. They are now begging. They tried to assassinate this man, they couldn't survive, and now they are coming in a way, or let's say soft landing. But this man got to be careful with all this, because if you're dining with your enemies, you're expected to dine with a very long spoon in case of any necessity. You must be the first to notify and try to quench against being poisoned. Yeah, my lovers, watch other people's statements regarding what is going on in Burkina Faso. Recently, we equally hear that Burkina Faso are no longer giving a chance to terrorists. They are now giving them woto in a bombastic way. Feel free to watch other people's reaction to what is going on in Burkina Faso. And don't forget to drop a pin on in the comment section. If this is your first time coming across our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell button so you always get notified whenever we post our latest content.
There is no hiding place for bad boys, for terrorists in Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore have mentioned of that. Say these people cannot have a hiding place, nowhere to stay and nowhere to hide. Now the military of Burkina Faso just captured multitude of terrorists, as you are seeing in this video. They are chaining them already. They are taking them to the prison, as you are seeing in this video. Now people sent you people an errand to come to another man's country to cause chaos, to come to another man's country to destabilize them, but the people refuse to tell you the kind of person you people are coming to meet. Who sent you people refuse to tell you this is the kind of person you are coming to meet. He's not an easy man to be captured, just like the way you people buy Gaddafi of Libya. Now, for those of you that are still having interest, for those terrorists that still have interest to enter Burkina Faso to come and destabilize the land that you never know how the land was built, the land you never know what happened in the past, they send you message so that you can come and destabilize the place. You are coming. Warn yourself. Warn, as far as you are coming to Burkina Faso, warn yourself. So the military of Burkina Faso keep on doing this good work. Now that the Chinese military has come also to help you people out, keep on doing your good work.
Breaking news here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Donald Trump was really furious. He blows hurt on Africa. He blows hurt on Africa, and especially Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Kenya. These three countries, they receive the most. He is so mad. It's like after 60 years of independence, after 50 years of independence or 30 years of independence, why is it that these three countries cannot build an institution that their citizens will be able to go to school? Why is it that every single year thousands of students are submitting application to come to the United States? And out of these thousands of people that are submitting application to come to the United States, they don't even know. So we don't even know who among them is actually going to the school. So why is it that Africa will always want to come to the United States? Why can't you build an institution for yourself? We have smart Africans all over the world, but why can't Africa devise a way to set up a system, to build a system for themselves? Donald Trump mean business. About a week ago, he did something, put a ban on students coming to Harvard University. Even though there is illegal ground that they keep saying is illegal, it's illegal. Even this one currently, they keep saying it's illegal. But the question is asking is, why African cannot put themselves together? Let's say you start building an institution for the past 30 years. By now, you could have done a lot much to build an institution. The question is, what are Africans truly looking for in America? What are you looking for? Every single year, there is thousands of applications being submitted, visa being denied. 74% to 80% of the denied visa is from either Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Kenya. Young people that are supposed to be in their country, go to school, work and develop their country. They are running away from Africa and they are pouring themselves in America. And this is what Donald Trump has to say. If you don't want to always be in a fix whenever I pick up my pen, every stroke of my pen will put Africa in a fixed situation. If you don't want to be under this pen, you have to fix your continent. You have to fix your country. Do you agree with that stand? You know, to some people, they may hate Donald Trump for what he's doing. To some other folks, they may say, oh, why is Donald Trump always against Africa? Listen, I don't think so. That is not the way I think. I think it's high time African leaders truly have a clear path to what they want to accomplish in Africa. One purpose, one vision will set Africa free. We need to actually declare our path. straighten our path. This is what we want to accomplish, so that we are not going to be under anybody's pen all the time, trying to know how they are doing their executive order. It's like this democracy in Africa is not really working, because there's too much of blame game, of politics being played around. And that is what is happening right now. A visa ban globally, but the most affected country are Nigeria, Kenya, and Ethiopia. What Donald Trump is saying is, you are a president of your country. Why can't you fix your educational institution? What is your dream and what is your vision for your people? So we want to vet everything that is coming to our country. Our country is not a dump refuge. It's not a garbage place where anybody can just come into this country. And listen, guys, this is just the beginning of what America is going to do. We don't want you guys to come. Now think about it. How many American sons and daughters apply for school in Nigeria? How many American sons and daughters apply for school in Kenya or Ethiopia? You can hardly see such. No Americans will just wake up and say they want to go in their thousands to Africa to go educate themselves. So what we need to do is to build our own educational system, so that our sons and daughters will not have to travel. Some are going through the sea. Some are going through embassies. Visa being denied. Millions and billions being spent every single year. Yet, what Donald Trump is saying is, why are these leaders not learning? And to top it all, it's like these people are coming to do something else outside of the school that they are applying for. So they want to vet. They want to use AI to vet. Put your opinion in the comment section. Don't you think Africa needs to stand on its own? Are we not grown enough to set up a system that can help everybody? Do we truly have to go out of Africa in thousands of numbers to go do all this stuff? So that every single news is like, oh, Africa here, Africa there, Nigerians there, Nigeria there, Ethiopia there, Kenyan there, Ugandan there. Are we not tired of all this stuff? The other day, they put a ban on the number of countries in Africa. Don't come again. It's a red zone. It's a this. Aren't we tired of all this stuff? It is time for us to fix our continent. It is time for us to fix ourselves. It is time for us to hold ourselves accountable for what we want Africa to actually become. It is time for us to show the path for the younger generation, to say, hey, this is what we can do. Listen, it is time for us to sit up and get things right. I don't blame America at all. I don't blame Donald Trump at all. He has to do what he has to do to protect his people and his country. We have to do the same. Africa, it's time to rise. I want you to follow this. I want you to share this. If you believe in the vision for Africa to rise to another dimension, to build our own institution so that we don't have to be all over the world, I think we can do something that other people come to Africa, not us keep going out every single day and we keep having this embarrassment all over the place. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. It is high time we do our own thing in our own way, so that we are not going to be under the pen of anybody on the planet Earth. Enough is enough. Africa, arise. Let us build and do something.